Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got another off-market deals. Best off-market mobile home deals pitched here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST time. It is being recorded. We're live on Zoom, on Instagram as well, but visit GarciaMHU.com. You can see, why am I pausing? Okay, I just paused for a second here on Instagram. I don't know what that's about, but let's keep going. So you can watch the replay on YouTube. It's posted every Wednesday morning. Again, you can catch all of our social media sites best from GarciaMHU.com. So we got quite a few deals to show you this evening. I got a deal I want to break down for you, opportunities. Well, we got a lot of inventory coming. I know the spreadsheet seems like it's slowed down a little bit. Look, we're either connecting, we're networking, we're getting deals, we're selling deals. I mean, it's a circle. It's a beautiful funnel that we created where it's just like a circle. Inventory comes in, goes out, investors get. I do have two crews, shockingly, two contractor crews that are actually available for me. Available for you as well if you need them. But so I'm putting them to work. We're getting some of this inventory and I'm putting them in first thing tomorrow morning. So new inventory. I was also attacked by 400 fleas this morning. We'll talk about that as well. So, but let's get started. So, good evening. Welcome Instagram. For those of you joining me, like I said, it is recording and you can catch the replay tomorrow morning. But land, real estate, and mobile homes. You know, before I get into mobile home parks, and for those of you that follow me, there's a reason why we're not as embarked in mobile home parks. Responsibilities, ROIs. Okay. Well, when you think of the risk ratio versus the returns, it's not there. And I think about that the same with real estate. It's like I don't have anything against it, but I'm more in move along quickly, get to the next deal and the next deal. I don't believe, disrespect, in the Warren Buffett way of I'll make my money 20 years from now. I'll make my money now, tomorrow, the next day, and then I got to get paid ASAP. When my homes sit and they don't sell for a couple weeks, I get tense. I don't like that. And there's a reason behind it because something is off. You know, there has never been a higher need for affordability housing. So for some of you that are rehabbing mobile homes out there, putting them on the market as rentals, lease options, rent to owns, whatever, if they're not selling or if they're not renting, it's not the market. It's not the buyer. It's not the potential tenant. It's you. Something is off. You gotta find what the reason is as to why people are not buying, why people are not renting. Your numbers could be off. The market could be changing. Don't forget this ain't January and February. We are mid-year and it's only going to get a little worse from here on as the sense for lease options. Okay. Not rentals. Okay. You just got to pivot. We'll leave a lot more of this for Sunday evening, 8 p.m. when we're doing coaching. But let's talk about real estate, land. We were supposed to have an event up in Ball Ground, Georgia, which is North Georgia, and it was to cover the opportunities with land, not a park, but individual piece of parcel, real estate, and a mobile home or a couple mobile homes. And the reason behind it is because you can convert personal property, which is what a mobile home is, into real property. Talk about comping with real estate, and it's adding value immediately overnight. When you can take a personal property, mobile home, and retire the title onto the land, meaning make it part of the deed, you increase value on that mobile home. Yes, it actually appreciates. It'll now appreciate like a house over years. Okay, but it's a lot of opportunities there. So we're looking more into that in these areas. And one area that we are doing a lot of business with a specific investor, he will only buy land if we will take the mobile homes. Jay, if you buy the mobile home here, then I'll go ahead and invest in the land. He wants nothing to do with the mobile home, which is fine. That's where the partnership happens. So what happened is he bought this piece of land. I know what he paid for. That's fine. I know what he paid for. He got a heck of a deal. Good for you. Central Georgia. We got the mobile home off. We got the mobile home from the property, which we took it on. We were going to rehab it. We got an investor in. I'll talk about those numbers in a minute. The investor comes to me and says, hey, I'm actually trying to buy a few more pieces of land somewhere else, but we're trying to do a little more commercial. I think he's maybe getting into storage units. I don't know. I don't care. That's his business. But he basically says, I want to free up some money. I want to free some responsibilities. I know you have the mobile home on this piece of land. Would you like to buy the piece of land? It's a no-brainer. They're not making dirt anymore. Absolutely. Let's talk numbers, though. You got to talk about those numbers. So here's where you get creative financing. Now, remember, even if you have the funds to invest in something, I can pay for cash, but I'm not. because I hate withdrawing. I love depositing in the bank accounts, but I don't like to withdraw. So the less money out of pocket, the better. Remember, every time you put money out there, there's always another opportunity. We bought quickly, long story short, we bought a studio down in Tampa, Florida, which we invested quite a bit. And guess what happened 2 days later? I had one of the best mobile home parks opportunities presented to me. Wasn't a lot, I couldn't buy it because I had so many funds out there already. So we did a wholesale with that. Still made profits, but that's one I could have kept. So again, don't be so easy to throw money out there, right? Anyway, he wants to me, he wants 12,000 for this piece of property. It's a third of an acre. It's small, but it's a good location, good area. I know that the comps in the area, I've already done them. 35,000 is what I'm seeing. 30, 33, 37, 30, right around, I say mark 35K comps. So that's good. That's good numbers. The fact that he wants less than half of that, only 12,000, I know he paid half of that, which is fine. Okay, that's intriguing to me. Again, keep in mind, I own the mobile homes there. We'll talk about that one in a minute. So what I'm saying is, okay, investor, how about you finance? I know it's only $12,000, but it takes away the responsibility from you. Because if I take it on and something happens with the land, the city, whatever, I will handle that. You're just being paid at this point. I will give you 3,000 down payment, and you will take the other 9,000 and you'll finance it. This is where you get creative, okay? And I wrote the numbers. I don't want to mess them up. So he said, fine, we'll do 9,000 financing at 4% interest, whatever, okay? $500 a month, every month, starting next month after the 3,000 down payment. I'm okay with it. Even the $3,000, I cringed a little bit, but we're willing to do that. I'll pay more for mobile homes, okay? I paid more for 2 mobile homes today, but $500 a month for 20 months, okay? Now, I'm not going to convert the mobile home to real estate because we currently have a lease option. So now let's talk about the mobile home. That's transaction number 2. The first transaction that we did was on the mobile home. On the mobile home, we bought it for $1,000. It was rough. It was rough. Now, I thought about doing the rehab. It was just lack of contractors. I would have done it. Now, I wish I would have done it. But we bought the mobile home for $1,000 and immediately resold it, in a sense, double wholesale for $7,500. So you see the markup immediately, and that's market numbers. That's a good market. So $7,500 for the mobile home alone. We had $1,000 into it. The lady paid us $3,000 also, $3,000 down payment. We got our money back immediately. You see the infinite returns. Forget about the land for a second. I bought a mobile home for $1,000. I resold it for $7,500 as a lease option. She paid me $3K. I got my $1,000 back, and I got $2,000 profit. And there's months to come of revenue, cash flow. That's not earned money. Okay, that's passive income. So that is for now. Lot rent. There is a lot rent. There's a lot rent, even though it's not a community park. It's a piece of land, but we treated it. This is how we partner with the investor. Is I will pay you market rent. It's a little lower, $350 a month. That's going to be the lot rent. So the lady here investing on the mobile home, she's paying 700 monthly payments. 350 of that goes towards a lot rent, and 350 of that goes towards the principal, the home. That's towards us. She did that for 10 months, which will pay the 3,500. There's no interest, there's no fees, there's no early payoff. I hope they pay me off sooner. Always love that. So for those 10 months, she's going to pay 700. Currently, we're splitting it half and half. I'm okay with it. As soon as we close on a property, there's no more splitting because there's no more lot rent. So now I'm going to put out 3,000, which I already got, and I've already made some money. And I'm going to continue to collect 700, but now I don't have to split the 350 and 350. I will take 500 out of that 700 and pay the mortgage on my land. And I will also collect the 200 above that and keep to profit. You see how this is created. You got to get creative. So after she pays us off, we'll still have a few more months to pay the land. But again, reminder, once we pay the land, right now it is comping around 35,000. I say within the next year and a half or so, it'd probably be right around 40. That market is up and coming. It's hot. It's a hot market, and people love privacy. We're hearing that over and over. Mobile home parks are great, but if you have an individual piece of land, that's more intriguing, which is why I sold so quickly. She will pay us off. We will pay the land off, and then we'll continually treat it like a mobile home park for, I don't know, a year, a couple of years, maybe after she pays us off, because she's paying 700 now. So I'm sure if once she pays us off, hey, we got to bump up your lot rent from 350 to 400. That's only $50 more. You were paying 700, 400 shouldn't be an issue, right? But you see what you did is you marked the numbers up. So now we'll continue to collect 400. Now we're out of pocket 100, but we were collecting two profit previous. It's all going to even out. And at the end of the day, we pay the land off. We own that. Now, after a year or two that we've been renting, treating it like a community park, we may present to her, would you like to buy the land? You already own the mobile home here. How would you like to buy the land? We'll sell it to you for 45,000. We'll finance it with a $5,000 down payment, and then we will charge you $700 a month. You see the profits. So look, I hope this is clicking. This is just one of many opportunities that we're doing. Is just getting creative. Again, you can buy this overnight. You can do it easier. There's quicker ways. But to me, it's always the less money out of pocket, the more money you have to play with, because opportunities come left and right, and you're sitting there, I don't have the funds for this now. So now you're passing up great deals for okay deals. Okay. Let's jump into use. That's what we're here for. I'm going to turn the camera over for you, Instagram. And by the way, that event is still coming up. The with Robert Bogino, we still got that event coming up. We had to reschedule it because he had problems with the planning and zoning. Go figure. So those guys are special, but let's do it. So we'll announce that later. All right. So this today was a busy day. Great day though. Very productive. We got more inventory. Central Georgia. A lot of you are emailing us. I know these are not going to last. Some of you like to sit around, wait around. Hey, I'm going to go next weekend, maybe next Tuesday, maybe next Wednesday. The last 7 mobile homes we posted on here that were in Central Georgia sold in half a day. I didn't even get to keep one. It is what it is, right? We got Bon Air, Georgia, which is about 15 minutes south of Warner Robins. All these are mixed. Central Georgia, you got the Byron, you got the Warner Robins, you got Bon Air, you got the Centerville, all same area. Hot. Just don't go to Macon. That's not hot. Okay. But stay in the Central Georgia, and that's where the deals are at. Rentals, phenomenal. High demand for those. Because don't forget, apartment complexes are crazy numbers. So nobody wants to rent those at this time. But we've updated the sheet. Bon Air, Georgia, all these are lots that are available. Now, there are about 10 or 11 homes I could not get into. We're out there with partners, investors, and deadbolts and bees, and you name it. So it is what it is. We're going to go back a little more prepared on those, and we'll check them out next Tuesday. But if any of you want to go check out the ones that are available now, we're happy to give you the lot numbers to those. Maybe you can get in and unlock them for us. That's fine. You got our permission, okay? Milner 19, that's another one. We'll cover that also. That's where I got 420 fleas on me. They got on me quick this time. Sometimes I can tell when they're climbing. Not this time. It was a swarm, but we'll talk about that as well. So let's go to, I don't want to start with that one. We're going to start with Bon Air. And again, guys, I know you're limited on Instagram seeing this. It's recorded on Zoom. If you do not have access to our spreadsheet, okay, send us an email, j@garciamhu.com, and we'll share the sheet with you. You can check it out any day of the week. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm all over the place today. Lot 52, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. We got to update some stuff. Like I said, we just uploaded them this morning. Year, make, model. Lot rent, I want to say it's going to be $3 to $350. We're confirming. We're still working on the paperwork, the documents, you name it. But we're asking $5K for this one. This is a very nice home. If I got about 4 selected that I can get my contractors in quick. So y'all better jump on these or I will. Okay. Some of these have material, a lot of material. One of them had so much material I could barely walk, but it wasn't trash. It was material. 2x4, sheetrock, plywood sheets, toilets. I mean, you can start a little sell out of that one. So anyway, that's number 1. We're asking $5K or best offer on this one. Right next door, lot 51 is another one. You see all that lumber, all the material in there. Those are bonuses for you. Be mindful that material is at an all-time low at this time. But again, why buy something if you don't have to? Another 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Now, GMHU, we got to put the rental rates. Rental rates got to be posted on here. 2 bedrooms, we're looking at around 700. 3 bedrooms, you're looking at around 775 plus. So add that to it. And for those of you listening, 2 bedrooms in Central Georgia are about 700 at this time, minus lot rent, of course. 3 bedrooms, you're looking at 775 plus. If you do RTOs, then you higher numbers. That's the way it works. Okay, but here's another one. Ugh. Electric looks phenomenal. That's what I want to see when I open the breaker box. I think I put the panel back up. New lumber in that one bedroom. That's always great. Toilet, new water heater. That's not what we use anymore. We're now upgrading. We're doing tankless. But hey, the water heater works. Why change it? You don't change what ain't broken. Next one. Two bedroom, one bath, lot 50. All right, did we upload photos or is my system slow? What's going on here? Hang on now. Again, GMHU, check out the lot 50. I don't see any pictures on that. We'll upload some more on here, and it's going to be a busy schedule for admins because we got a lot of inventory coming. All right, lot 44, two bed, two bath. Okay. This is another one. This is I like this one here. Did we put the? I know this one had the HUD data sheet, but here's another one. Good unit, solid, spacious. I want to say this is a 16 by 80. By the way, this is a big mobile home. I'm not gonna go through all of these. So I'm gonna do a couple more. If you visit lot 39, okay, I had to go through the back because as you can see, it's got so much trees in the front. Okay, community is going to trim all those. I've already sent the emails, guys. You want me to come in and check these out? You're gonna have to give me access. I had to go through the woods to get in the back, but I made it. I made it. I managed, and we were okay. But once I got in, I was like, wow, I'm glad I made it into this one because this is a solid unit, solid home. So opportunities, guys, these are not going to last. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, 4K on that one, two bed, and another one. Lot 23, this one is a three bedroom, one bath. Okay, $4,500 asking for this one here. Estimated rehab, you know, we may do something like this maybe on Sunday if there's any available. And we're going to do some breakdowns on this, some coachings, you know, getting a lot of investors emailing us about doing virtual investing. I'm not opposed to it, but I've always said if you've never done a deal, you probably don't want to start with virtual. You got to learn. You got to learn how to walk before you run, one of those kind of things. Let me see. 13. That was one of them. And again, we were not able to see all of them. But there were some that, you know, bigger, three bedrooms, two bath. There's a couple double wides we weren't able to see. So, but this one is another one, three bed, one bath. Here's another one that I will keep if y'all don't jump on it. Look at this. I mean, this thing needs minimal. I'll tell you right now, and these trees, it's just, you know, the community hasn't done a very good job of cleaning this up, but we can clean this up, no problem. Deck, solid. I'll tell you right now, 7 years ago, this is not what mobile homes look like. Not the ones I was investing in. I had that scarcity mentality of, well, it's probably the last deal I'm going to get, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. I was getting some junkers. I mean, stuff I should have demoed myself, but, you know, we lived through and we learned. Nothing. I mean, it needs minimal cleanup. So this section in the back is actually a spare bedroom. A spare bedroom that they actually built pretty nicely, but the roof obviously is leaking. So I'd say come in and you can demo that off, but I would probably rebuild it. Because remember, the best way to add value to any mobile home is to not put marble granite tops on the kitchen, but instead add an extra bedroom, an extra bathroom. That's how you add value. People want more living space, not fancy stuff. These are mobile homes. Zoom out. Here we go. Last one. We'll do one more, and then we're going to talk about this one is as good as sold. You know, the beautiful thing about connections. So we're actually out there. I'm breaking and entering into these things legally. I have access. I have permission. I've been granted access to them, and I'm having to climb through windows. Why do I get out and still do this? Because I can get out of the office. I love dealing with my admins, with my IT, with my VAs, but I got to get out in the field and sometimes just climb through these windows, okay, and go see some of these homes. Couple of them, like this one, if you see no interior photos, couldn't get into it. Dead bolts. We didn't bring some tools. We were a little less prepared than usual. But as I'm leaving the community, these Spanish guys actually drove in and said, hey, we do some type of handyman work. We're looking for a job, whatever. We connected with them, and one of them said, is this number 9 for sale? I said, it's going to be. Well, once we put it on our spreadsheet, you know, it's going to be available. He wants it. So this one, consider that as good as gone. He said he's been in it, whatever. If he's been in, he's already seen it. Awesome. That's one less we put on here. We got to go back into it. But all right, now here's another hot one. Milner, Milner, Georgia, another area where they last. This one has 7 people waiting ARV, not investors, ARV. If anybody gets this mobile home, I will be happy to connect you with potential buyers. It could be tenants, it could be buyers. Why do they like it? Well, this community is very quiet and has a lake. You can fish out of the lake. I mean, it's just one of those communities. People like it, kind of like the Orchard Hill, where it's a little more private. But people are seeing it, and I mean, it is literally right in front of the lake. So just one of those. We'll talk real estate terms: location, location, location. But we got people that are trying to apply. So this is one that I'm going to rehab. If anybody's interested, let me know tonight. I'm serious. Tomorrow morning, this goes to Mr. Robert. Get in it, get a rehab. It is solid. I didn't see anything major other than, again, I did get swarmed by fleas. I mean, it was bad. Yeah, I had to run out, and they were coming after me. So part of it. Don't let that scare you. Lot rent $390. This we already invested here. You put that on there real quick. I'll do this. $390 plus water. There you go. Asking 8,000. It needs minimal cleanup, touch up. I mean, come in and you're good to go. ARB on this one is also not listed on here. GMHU, we're gonna have a talk because there's a lot of information that's not missing. In this area for a 2-bed, you're looking at 20K plus. 3 bedrooms, we are selling for 25K plus, easy. I mean, this one, Griffin, Thomaston is another area. It is very much picking up. So, all right, I'm gonna turn the camera over. Well, here, let me stop sharing. You can just see me instead of double dual screen. All right, so there you have it. That's the deals for this evening. I got another location that we're going to be visiting at on Thursday. I'm going to go to Gastonia, South Carolina. I haven't done any deals there, not Gastonia. I've done deals in Anderson, Spartanburg, Greenville, where else? You name it. Florence. We've been up there also. Multiple areas. Hot areas, hot markets. Spartanburg, probably one of my favorites. I like Spartanburg. It's a nice market, nice quick market. Turns around quick. But Gastonia, South Carolina. So we'll be driving through Augusta, which I'm also going to be doing a stop. I think there's quite a few deals there to review. We've done quite a bit of investments in Augusta also. But Gastonia, South Carolina. A lot of you are asking about Columbia, Augusta. It's within that reach, that area. So let me know if you're interested. If you're in the area, connect with us. I'm going to be out there with the park operators, the owners, the managers. We're going to be walking the community. My understanding, there's 15. We'll see. We'll see once we get out there. Some of them, we'll just determine then. But if you're in the area, connect with us. Come and join. Walk around with us. Get to see how we negotiate. It's always that learning. One more step. How do we get these deals? Bonaire, there's multiple investors that have tried to invest here that nobody's ever answered me. It's all your approach. It could be your approach. How are you approaching them? Value. Start by adding value first. What can you do for the other party? Not me. I keep going back and forth with the coaching. But anyway, we'll save that for Sunday. Seco. Seco is almost sold out. Seco is not my event for the 20th time. Seco, I didn't invent Seco. Seco is a national event where park owners, operators, investors come together and they network, they learn, and they grow. I have been honored to be brought into as a speaker. I'm going to be speaking one evening. No, I don't know which evening. It's 3 days long, and we're going to have a round table. Any GMHU students, if y'all sign up through our link, you're going to be able to be part of our round table. Be able to connect with us, and we'll connect you with park owners, operators, managers. I mean, the connections you're going to build there alone. I mean, this is priceless. So join. I'm not just saying it because of Seco. Seco is almost sold out and it's accepting 600 attendees. Last year, I believe it was 400 and it's sold out. So they had to get a different location. It is downtown Atlanta this time, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great. I mean, they got so much education because they're transferring from so much of a trade show, as I've been told, to more of an education. And that's why they're bringing me in. One more thing they can incorporate, they can teach, people can learn, etc. If you do not have that link, send us an email. If you don't get our emails, by the way, send us an email. We'll add you to our campaign. You'll get it all throughout the week. We're sending updates, invites, just you name it, different stuff all throughout. So, all right. I just finished a Fleet mobile home rehab a few weeks ago. The lady bought it from has been gone for about 2 weeks, and the fleas were hung. That's what it is. When people move out, I like to wait. I like to wait about a month because they'll kind of die out, you know, one of those things. But if it's been like a week or 2 weeks, those fleas have got hungry. You know, when you walk in, you're the first meal they see, and you may be the last meal. Little tip for y'all, okay? Salt, table salt. After spending hundreds and thousands trying to clean up different mobile homes, bringing exterminators, which then crap, by the way, they just kept costing me more money. They would come in, spray it, and sure they die out, but then it's like they come back. Some of them would just live through it and keep coming back. But table salt. Visit your Family Dollar, Dollar General. Yes, table salt, and just spray it everywhere. You can vacuum it. You can sweep it later. Leave it there for about an hour, hour and a half. I assure you, zero fleas. But yes, I know what you mean. I know the feels. I'll show you, but it's gross. I got bit all over my legs. So end of the deals. All right, we will see you Saturday morning, 10 a.m. live on Instagram. We'll be I may start a Friday. We'll talk about that as well. But Saturday morning, join us 10 a.m. on Instagram Live. We'll do an update. We may be out in the field. We may be out looking at homes as well. So you can be part of that. But thank you all for joining me on Instagram. Have a good evening.